I think it's so important that you plan out where the business, you've got to have a plan to make the business work. And so that you know where you're going and your team knows where you're going. So what we do is we plan out to 5 years. Where do we want to be in 5 years? How big, like what scale, which geographies? And then we bring that back to 1 year. So okay, if we want to get here in 5 years, where do we want to be in 1 year? And so we'll sort of have our key metrics for 1 year. And then we take it back to 3 months. So if we're going to get to here in 1 year, how do we get to where we want to be in 3 months? Once you're at that 3 month sort of mark, you're into sort of bits that you can deal with. So then what we do is, what I do is break down, okay, what do I need to do this week in order to get to where I want to be in 3 months' time? And so that comes down to a to-do list, which I then methodically work through during the week. So basically, once I've got my list, I don't have to worry about anything else apart from doing my list. And as long as I do my list, then I do that every week and I'll get where I want to be in 3 months, and I'll get to where I want to be in a year, and I'll get to where I want to be in 5 years. After we did our first pilot with the 35 cars, we were raising capital, but we sort of it just took us a while we were still getting the lockbox stuff going. We wanted to sort of hold off as long as possible, and we're getting to a really tough time financially. We're just running out of money. And because everyone knew right from the start exactly how things were going week to week, they'd seen all the numbers, nothing had ever been hidden, we came to the conversation where we said, rightio guys, we actually need to go for 3 months where we're all working for equity. And that was just something that everyone just went for. And now I think if I'd been Mr. Oh no, everything's great, you know, don't worry about it, everything's cool, and then hit them with this, all right, we're nearly out of cash, that would have been a conversation that just might not have happened. They might have lost all trust in me actually. So I think that's a really good example of, we then made it through that stage much stronger, ended up getting a great investment result as a result.